Thank you very much for the opportunity. When I sought to use my idiomatic expression of holding my guns to mean holding fire, some chose to abandon the idiomatic expression they learned in school to suggest that I was carrying a gun. There's no gun in my hand. I don't intend to have a gun. But Mr. Speaker, just to respect that you have requested that leadership should meet. Mr. Speaker, as demonstrably communicated by the Honorable Ibrahim Ahmed, today we are programmed to hear the Minister for Finance respond to parliamentary questions in exercise of oversight of the Parliament of Ghana. He is a key minister and a key ministry whose answers to this House means a lot to the Ghanaian public. We are unable to accept the explanation that he is not available today for purpose of parliamentary business. I'm not aware of any formal communication from him that he is not able to come and answer those questions. I see, Mr. Speaker, that your directive that he comes to account to this House for 19.7 billion of COVID resources. This is the first time in our constitutional democratic history under the Fourth Republic that a minister and a government will be running away from questions of accountability. Come and account to the Ghanaian people. The donors themselves are saying, account for the money we gave you. 1 billion from IMF, 430 million US dollars from World Bank, 10 billion from Bank of Ghana, and 200 million from Stabilization Fund. So, Mr. Speaker, you were right when you demanded that in the interest of probity and accountability, the preamble to our constitution, the minister must come to this August House and account to the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, it has even become more important when we hear people talk about how monies were shared to them from COVID resources we have. And Mr. Speaker, the same finance minister who is not able to come here, we are told that he wants to come and lay a paper as the Honorable Ahmed intimated to borrow 1 billion. Trigger happy borrowing minister, even when we are tottering at the precipice of bankruptcy with debt overhang of 81% of GDP, 391 billion, you still want to add 1 billion borrowing. And you say you are superior at debt management. Where in the world has this happened? 120 billion to 400 billion within just a matter of 5 years. So, Mr. Speaker, we demand that the Minister for Finance comes himself, not a deputy minister, not a minister of state. The president appointed a minister of finance, the Honorable Ofori Atta. He is the one we are demanding he appears before this August House to respond to the parliamentary questions and answer on COVID, and probably continue his borrowing if he pleases to have the support of this House. We have strong reservations encouraging and supporting borrowing, given the distress that the economy is being subjected to by him and at his leadership as the Minister of Finance. So, Mr. Speaker, I will think that when you say Wednesday, that he says Wednesday, I'm not aware until you said that at conclave that there's been some communication to you and the majority leader. I said that I was unaware of it until I heard from you at conclave, and I maintain that. And I maintain that I'm still part of leadership. So therefore, the Minister for Finance must demonstrate respect to the Parliament of Ghana. He cannot be coming as and when he chooses or when he is available. No, this is the Parliament of Ghana. We are elected. We are not appointed. We are not appointed to be sitting here. He can be dismissed. He can be dismissed tomorrow. We are here. We will survive our 4 years here. He is appointed. We are elected. And we respect the elective principle behind us, that we have the mandate and trust of the people who have sent us to represent them here. And we are demanding those accountability in the interest of the Ghanaian people and donors, that he comes to account for 19.7 billion COVID money he received. So, Mr. Speaker, when I hear Wednesday, I hope and pray I'll be guided by whatever direction you give, that God will give us life to live to see Wednesday. But I am reluctant to say that Mr. Speaker, this House should stand down all matters related to the Ministry of Finance until he comes in person here to be able to do business with us. We should stand it down, and he can be strong somewhere, but not to the Parliament of Ghana, Mr. Speaker, under your leadership. He can be showing his muscle and waxing it somewhere, and some corridor somewhere, but not here.